Hello viewers, this is Kyuseijutsushiki Horse Racing Tips channel and Moghunter. This time, we will make predictions for the Japanese Derby G1 race, which will be held at the 11th race at Tokyo Racecourse, which starts at 15:40 at Japan Standard Time. Thank you. It's the menu of today's program. But first I'm going to comment about Kyuseijutsu. After that, we will make predictions for the Japanese Derby. Now, here's the commentary of horse racing prediction using Kyusei Kigaku. Kyusei Kigaku is a form of fortune telling that originated in China, combining the 9 stars determined from the date of birth, the Chinese zodiac, and the 5 elements. The compass is used to determine the fortune of the direction. In ancient times, it was used to tell fortunes of strategic directions in wars with multiple nations. In Kyusei Kigaku, among the 8 directions of north, south, east, west, northeast, southeast, southwest, and northwest, the direction in which qi with good effects flows is called the lucky direction. Lucky directions are also called Kyunhoi in Feng Shui, and Kipo in Kyusei pneumatics. According to Kyusei Kigaku, it is said that sleeping facing the auspicious direction has effects such as increasing health and financial luck. In addition, according to Kyusei Kigaku, knowing the auspicious direction increases work luck, love luck, and gambling luck. I make horse racing predictions based on this Kyusei physics. In addition, as a calendar note, the 9 stars of the date and time are assigned to the calendar as a cycle of 9 stars, and each date is listed on the calendar along with the Japanese Rokuyo combination. Rokuyo is one of the most famous calendar notes in Japan, and is often written in general calendars and notebooks. My method of horse racing tips is to find out the consecutive horse numbers and frame numbers based on the notes on the calendar on the day of the horse race, and then decide what to buy. Please do not misunderstand because it is a prediction of the outcome based on the law of Kyusei pneumatics and not just a guess. Eight White Saturn is an Earth planet. But unlike the wet black Earth of Jikoku Saturn, which is a fellow Earth planet, it has the attribute of fine white soil on the wall. Of course, the symbolic number of 8 White Saturn is 8, so you can see events associated with 8 in various aspects on this day. As the Chinese numeral 8 represents, it represents both sides of a mountain and the roof of a house, symbolizing assets such as mountains, houses, and real estate. In addition, the symbolism of 8 White Saturn is based on the fact that the ridgeline of the mountain rises and falls, symbolizing changes and fluctuations. When the Chinese numeral 8 is turned upside down, it becomes the shape of a Japanese fold fan, so 8 White Saturn represents both ends and the center of the Japanese fan. From that symbol, it represents extreme behavior from one end to the other, and a sudden change. Part 1. 8 White Saturns have symbols of both ends and extremes, so frames 1 and 8 are easy to appear, and frame 5 is also the ribs of a fan, so it is easy to appear. Part 2. Due to the symbolism of change, fluctuation, rebellion, reversal, etc., the degree of chaos in the race is highly variable, such as a sudden change from an ultra-high dividend race to an ultra-low dividend race. It can be said that the degree of turbulence is very difficult to read. Part 3. 8 White Saturn has the symbol of sub and second place. So this day is a day when jockeys and horses who are usually in second and third places are more likely to be active than the usual first place people and horses. Number 4. Saturn has the symbol of divided in half, so it is a day when it is easy to get a combination of 1 stallion and 1 mare, or a combination of the most popular and the least popular betting tickets. Number 5. Even when you are making predictions, if one prediction is correct, the next prediction is wrong. Also, if you buy a betting ticket assembled with 2 bunkers, if you think one is coming, the other will be wrong. It's a difficult day to hit both. No 6. Saturn's symbol symbolizes setbacks and a sudden fall from ecstasy. Especially, even though the race results were good up until the main race, it is easy to lose luck in the important main race. It's a day when it's easy to lose while you're hesitating, so it's important to bet carefully. However, if you continue to lose until then, you may be able to reverse. Notes on Happaku Saturn Day race predictions. 1. The flow changes dramatically in the first half and the second half of the day. The degree of turbulence can be extremely different between the race before the main race and the main race. 2. If two venues are held, one will be turbulent, and the other will be low-paying. As such, it tends to go to two extremes. 3. It seems that the race with low dividends continues until the day before the trend of holding the event changes suddenly. Such as the day of the explosion of high dividend races after this Happaku day. It can also be the opposite pattern. In this way, it can be said that the Happaku day is a day where the trend of turbulence tends to fluctuate and it is difficult to hit the mark. Regarding how to buy betting tickets, there are extreme combinations of the most popular and the least popular horses, and then the next race is a very low dividend race determined by the most popular and the second most popular horses. It's an elusive day. Fans who like the popular side may be wise to buy sparingly or have a quiet day. On the other hand, for fans who love less popular horses, it is a day when high dividends are likely to be paid, so if you are confident that you can read the turbulence forecast, it may be a happy day with a purpose. Now let's make a prediction for the Tokyo 11 race, Japan's Derby 2023. In the previous Oaks forecast, the JRA put the overwhelmingly first and second favorite horses in the third and sixth slots, which are the worst slots in terms of data, but if the JRA were jockey Kawada and Lemaire jockey, this would be the case. I read that it would be possible to overcome the disadvantage of the frame, and I explained that maybe there was an intention to let these two break the data, and as I expected, the race result was these two horses became top 2, JRA and Northern Farm. The producer who sent these two horses must have been very satisfied with the result. As I always explain, the order of frames in the JRA race is not a product of chance, but the intention of the JRA. We must speculate on the JRA's intentions. From that point of view, choosing a banker in this race is a very easy task. In other words, the reason the JRA chose Sol Orions, who is likely to be overwhelmingly the most popular horse, in Flame number 3, which was the winner last week, is because the JRA wants to make this horse a star horse. What the JRA expects from Oaks and Derby is the birth of a star horse that will contribute to the JRA's sales over the next year. However, since racing is all about luck, the interesting thing is that the outcome is not always what the JRA intended. This is reflected in last year's Derby second finish for Euphoria, who was by far the number 1 favorite. It's the same with Sol Orions, who will be by far the most popular, and everyone agrees that they have the ability to win. But it's possible that they will come in second, just because he has a long-lasting come-from-behind leg that is suitable for the Tokyo Racecourse. It is almost certain that he will finish in the top 2. From the above considerations, the bunker is number 5, Sol Orions, in slot 3. Looking back on his performance in the Satsuki show race, there is no doubt that this horse is the top contender for victory. As I always explain on Rokuyo's Red Mouth Day, the red frame, that is, slot 3 and slot 7 are the same red frame. So the trend that it is easy to appear on Shaku Day also boosts this frame. The biggest question is which horses will be the next counterparts to this banker. The key to unraveling it is in Kyusei. As I explained that Happaku Saturn is a day when extreme results are likely to occur, there is a high possibility that extremely unpopular horses will enter the top 3 of the most popular Sol Orions. So it is very good for dividends. I'm looking forward to it. Also, put the horses in flame number 1 and flame number 8 as frames on both ends. Also, flame number 5 in the middle is easy to come out, so I want to hold it down. This is the criteria for choosing counterparts, as explained. Horses in slot 1 and slot 8 on both ends and slot 5 in the center are prioritized from the symbol of Happaku Saturn in the calendar for this day. Happaku Saturn's color is white, so select some from the slots 1 and 6 of the same white companions. Since Rokuyo is a red day, not only the red 3 slots, but also the orange 7 slot is a member of the red frame. So select the horses in this frame. The color of the 7 frames is actually orange rather than red. The rest of the horses will be picked up based on their popularity and jockey ability. From this banker, number 5, Sol Orions, we chose 10 horses as counterparts with the ticket type of Trio 1 banker wheel. The horses selected are number 2, number 4, number 8, no 10, number 11, number 12, number 13, no 14, number 17, number 18. The betting ticket for number 5, Sol Orions with Trio 1 banker wheel, 10 counterparts is 4,500 yen in Japanese yen. This time, this channel recommends the above purchase method. Thank you for your viewing. If you don't mind, please subscribe to the channel and give us a high rating. Thank you.